Entrepreneur's Guide to Angling for Angels and Venture Capital. Jim Schraith, who is a private investor and also a venture partner at DFJ Frontier, a regional venture capital fund at the early stage. Both have a great wisdom of experience and knowledge on both the fundraising and investing side, and I think you'll get some great value out of this afternoon's presentation. We'll get into what's going to go on this evening and tomorrow a little bit later on, but for now, without further ado.
So thanks everybody for coming, and as is the case with Mark, my background is on both sides of the table. I've spent a considerable amount of time as you are raising money for companies that we were either trying to start or did start. We actually spent more time raising money for companies that never made it off the ground than we did for companies that were successful. I don't know if there's a lesson in there or not. And then about 8 years ago, I moved from being in the sort of the company running role to the investor role. I started a sort of a niche-oriented venture capital firm in the Bay Area called QTV Capital back in 2000, which is a fund focused on computer storage-oriented business models. And also started my angel investing career, I guess if you could call it that, about that same time. So like Mark, I have a variety of results, although I've been lucky enough to have a few exits in my portfolio. So I've done 11 angel deals since 1999. Ironically, the one I characterize here as still alive is my very first investment. So I've been waiting 9 years for that money to turn into something. I know as a venture capitalist, when we take meetings at DFJ Frontier, we spend the first 15 minutes on who you are, where'd you go to school, where do you live, what do you like to do. We try to understand the person that is the entrepreneur before we even get to, okay, what does your website do, or what does your chip do, or things like that. So it's the team, it's the market size, it's your go-to-market plan, it's what customers think about your product. And oh, by the way, it's what are you selling, or what service are you providing, and how does it work? And last but not least, along with it's going to take you longer than you think to raise your money, it's also probably going to require a lot more meetings than you think. We've had a lot of entrepreneurs that have come to us and said, you're the first people I'm going to meet. What do you think? Can you invest? And then they go to 2 or 3 more people. They get 2 or 3 more no's, and then we'll get a call on the phone saying, "Jim, I pitched this idea 4 times and no one's investing. What should I do?" And my answer is always, pitch 96 more people. Because I promise some numbers. So this is actually an early stage venture fund.